How much longer will you just sit back and watch the needless slaughter of your fellow humans? You can no longer hide from the evidence. It is all around you, and yet you do nothing. You listen to the blatant lies being relayed over and over again by those who want rid of you, the useless eaters. What must they do to spur you into action? Your taxes supply the money for this killing machine to continue. There is one source behind all the wars and the oppression. They become more obvious to you every day, and yet you allow them to continue. They have a foothold in every country. They plan well, for they have had years of practice. It is time you saw through their camouflage and recognized them for who and what they are, before they do any more damage to humanity and the earth. Reality must be faced and dealt with. It is when I returned to spirit that I saw clearly what was taking place. I have tried to open your eyes to it ever since. Time is running out. You must act. Do not sit passively by and feel helpless. This is just what they want. When the 99% say I will not comply, then they are rendered useless. They cannot take over without your assistance. In fact, they are in fear of you waking up to their evil plans. You now see clearly how they stage false flag operations such as 9/11 and 7/7. You have recently witnessed two in France. It is no problem for them to stage a few deaths to enforce their agenda. They enjoy the spectacle. It is interesting how they are there to film it, and how they advise their own to avoid such places in advance. Surely, this is telling you who did it. They are like a cancer, spreading their tentacles all over your world, driven by a desire to take over the earth. They know how their false flag operations produce fear, which they thrive on, and it gives them the opportunity to stamp down even more fiercely on you, as they take away what little liberty you have left. How many more false flag events will it take, before you come together and say enough is enough? Look at your lives and how controlled you are. You do not own anything at all. You are not at liberty to do anything without the state's permission. When did all this come into effect? Governments are now forcing vaccinations on you. Vaccinations which you know contain a cocktail of questionable substances. Why do they not force you to eat good wholesome food, organically produced? They are telling you, in every possible way, that they want to kill you and take what you have. They have already chosen those whom they want to remain as slaves, to serve them without question. Such individuals will be devoid of any human qualities, as they will be operated by artificial intelligence. Please assist all those around the world who are trying to rescue you from such a fate. They face all sorts of attacks, even when sleeping. What you are up against is so evil that your minds would have difficulty trying to comprehend it. They are not of your world and yet they are amongst you. They took control of everything humanity needs to exist on earth. They created religions which they ensured would oppose each other, in order to create conflict. Politics, banking, etc., all came from them. Now that they are being exposed, they lash out at those who try to enlighten you about what is actually happening, as opposed to what they tell you is happening. They control everything in your lives, from birth to death. Now, as they lose their grip, they have become even more dangerous. So always be on your guard. Do not be deceived by their false smiles. Look at their actions. They are ruthless and deadly in their determination to achieve world domination. You ask, who can we, humanity, trust? Who speaks for us? Only you do, and when you do it with one voice, then the 99% will be heard. You will produce a just government that will answer only to the people. It will rotate at regular intervals. Weapons of war will never ever again be produced or required. Such things were introduced by them, since they need them for their survival on earth. They need your fear and the spilling of blood. They drink the blood and eat the flesh. This is told to you, every day, in the mass. This goes on every day, all around you. It is hidden from you. The authorities are not allowed to prosecute those who are involved. This is how deep the infiltration of evil has become. People turn a blind eye to it, if they want to keep their jobs, and their fellow humans suffer as a result. We have plans. Your support will help expose and overthrow the takeover. Use the power of your minds to create the right energy that will produce sufficient light to expose fully the evil plans of the dark side. The world of spirit is fully behind you, and when enough light is present, we will be able to show ourselves and talk with you. We will assist you, I promise you that. This is our mission. Veronica follows my instructions. She has many important tasks to perform for humanity. Please send strength and healing to her, as her health is not good and she is no spring chicken. Her determination to see humanity free, and life on earth restored with peace, harmony and love, is all that drives her. Stand together and success will be yours. My dear, your energy is slowly beginning to return. It takes the heart a while to recover. Please, Veronica, you must take rest whenever possible. We need you to be fit for action at all times. Always.